Denise is Communications Officer for Crown Financial Ministries. Denise, welcome.
Thank you.
Many of us don't have lots of money. In fact, lots of people are on a very, very tight budget. Tell me some of the people who would come to you. What types of problems would they come to you for?
Well, they can be both ways. They can either have too much and they're not sure what to do with it and spending it unwisely, or they can have not enough and they're encumbered with debt and laid down with debt. But I would say that most people that come to the ministry are financially encumbered, so they've got too much debt and they find that that's putting a strain on the marriage. So the type of people that come to us are people who have a heart to actually serve God. But what happens over time is they take on the world's view and not the God's view of actually handling money and resources.
So what would be some of the solutions that you would suggest that we could put in place?
Well, just some practical, if we look at some practical solutions here, is don't recreational shop. Now, I'll give you a great example of this, is this jacket here, which was on the shelf for $149, and I went to the checkout and it was marked down to $55. And then they said there's another 50% off. I got it for $29. Now, the thing is that when I found out about that, I was so tempted to go back in and spend the remainder. I thought, I've got it for $29, surely I can make up the difference. But what we can do then is God has blessed us, so then we can actually use that money to actually bless others.
What are some of the things people might say to you that they would say, I wish I had known that when I was younger?
I would say one of the biggest things is, I don't call it a budget because it has negative connotations, but a spending plan. A spending plan is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. And sticking within that budget, and that's a couple of things. It provides a discipline, which is a framework and protection for our finances. If you have each amount allocated, like you've got recreation, you've got clothing, you've got groceries, you've got holidays, you can spend freely within that. I had someone come to me who was actually very wealthy, and they said, look, we have a problem. We do give away, but we're spending too much. And I said, well, still have a spending plan, because you can freely spend within that, but give away the rest.
Say I was on a budget and I wanted to save $20 a week so that I can put that into a ministry. What are some hints that you might be able to give us?
Shop for petrol on either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning when it's cheaper. Perhaps get rid of that other fridge in the garage that you're not really needing and it's using up power. And the other thing is, don't shop when you're hungry. Have a menu plan and stick to that menu plan. That would save you $20 easily.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you for sharing it all with us.
That's a pleasure.